Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Thursday, December 6th, 2012. This could be the day endgame in Syria. NBC News is reporting that the Syrian military is preparing to use chemical weapons against its own people and is awaiting a final order from President Bashar Assad. According to NBC News, intelligence sources have indicated that the military has loaded chemicals for sarin, a deadly nerve gas, into aerial bombs that could be dropped onto the Syrian people from dozens of fighter bombers. All that's needed right now is an order from President Assad to use them. If he does issue the order, one of the officials said that there's little the outside world can do to stop it. The United States, Britain, France, the EU, and just about anybody else who's commented on this have indicated that this is a red line, after which Syria will not be able to retreat. The American military has had military teams in neighboring Jordan for the past 4 months, apparently ready for this opportunity. 24 hours from now, things in Syria could be very different. There's a very unusual situation that occurred in Germany. The CEO of a German insurer and takeover target, a company called Provençal Nordwest, was stabbed yesterday by a masked assailant in a parking lot. He was stabbed with a screwdriver. He was later released from the hospital. His name was Ulrich Ruther. Mr. Ruther is the CEO of a company that was a takeover target by the German insurer Allianz for a shade under $3 billion US, and he was headed into a meeting with employees to reassure them about their jobs. The police have not officially made a connection between the pending deal and the stabbing. There was a ship sinking in the North Sea last night, a fairly good-sized ship. It was a car carrier called the Baltic Ace. It went down after a collision with another container ship, the J. Corvus. The Baltic Ace was 148 meters long and had a crew of 24. 6 are now confirmed dead. And the Corvus did not sink, but it was listing and badly damaged and is apparently heading to Scotland. It's understood that the Baltic Ace was carrying a cargo of 1,417 vehicles. The Baltic Ace is insured by the North of England Protection and Indemnity Club, and the Corvus J's insurance is placed with Guard. However, the collision insurance with Guard is not in existence. The policy excludes collision. This would leave the hull insurers, who are potentially believed to be based in Germany, on the hook if the Corvus is held responsible for the collision. The American companies, the insurers, are coming in with their Sandy losses. Travelers said it's going to take a $650 million loss, and this is after passing on $485 million to reinsurers. The company indicated that this is not the final number, and because of their heavy exposure to complex industrial and commercial risks, which are going to be susceptible to business interruption claims, there could be much more to come. The Hartford has indicated that their losses for Sandy are going to reach $350 million, above which its reinsurance program kicks in, which will pay 90 cents on each dollar. The CEO of the company, Liam McGee, said, "The weather has undoubtedly changed. We have to reevaluate our risk management practices. As an industry, we have to assume that this is the new normal." One company that already did reevaluate its practices was Allstate, that emerged from the Sandy superstorm relatively unscathed. Their CEO, Thomas Wilson, said that the experience of Katrina and Rita back in 04 and 05 convinced them that they needed to look at things and make sure that they didn't have too much heavy exposure on any of the United States' coasts. So what they did is they looked and broke their homeowner business into 3 categories: superstorm category, large other type of severe weather events such as tornadoes and wildfires, and banal homeowners insurance such as people driving through their garage doors. They decided that the driving through the garage doors was something they could handle. They decided that they were pretty good at managing severe weather events like tornadoes and wildfires, but they wanted no part whatsoever of the severe storm stuff, so they stayed away from that. He said, as a result, we looked at the return and we've decided that the events of Hurricane Sandy have proven our business direction correct. He said, we don't believe people's forecasts that this isn't going to happen again. Weather trends are different. He said, I've had 4 or 5 1-in-100-year events already, and I'm only 55 years old, so the weather has got to be different. And a big earthquake in Iran, 5.6, was yesterday, eastern Iran. It killed at least 8 people and injured 12 others. No reports of any insured risk. There was more fallout from the super typhoon Bhopal, which hit Mindanao Island in the Philippines yesterday. The death count's up to 350, and 70% of the agriculture crop on Mindanao Island has been flattened, i.e. lost. It's not known how much of that is insured. That's the news for today. We'll keep our eyes on Syria. This could be a very eventful day. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.